Good afternoon. Welcome to the Lex Files. Today, our guest is Zoheb with Sensa Markets. He's the CEO and founder of this product. You're going to love it. I guarantee you, I love it. He's going to take us through the product, and we're going to have some questions. And he's going to show you everything that this great product does. So stay tuned for Zoheb after the bell. You do a little music. Yeah. You like it? Really? I like it. It's a little Yellowstone-esque, I think.
Great to be here.
Hi, Zoheb. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Thank you, Lex. I'm doing really good. Thank you.
Excellent.
Yeah, fantastic to be back here again, and pretty exciting.
I am excited too. So we know each other. We'll go back a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you've been working with the Sensa Market product, which is awesome. I love it. You've had some changes along the way. We're going to get into it, but first tell everyone a little bit about yourself and kind of the quick version of the journey. What do you think?
Sounds good. Awesome.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. All right. Hello, everyone. This is Abdul Zoheb here. Usually go by Zoheb, founder and CEO of Sensa Market. I've been with the technology all my life. Come from an engineering background with an MBA. Jumped into technology like 12 years back. Pretty much all my life has been like creating new products and like technology, like into the fintech. I love it. Being like a trader, kind of like work with a lot of different partners in the fintech industry. And then the 4 years back, there was a right opportunity, getting into option trading, getting into the algorithms, and riding this AI wave, which we are still building and kind of like enhancing better and better pretty much every single day. So here we are with that, and pretty exciting to be here and talking more about the Sensa Market.
Awesome. Good. I know it's been a great journey. I love what you're doing. So that's just wonderful. Now, real quick, before we get into the product itself, were you an options trader by trade as well, in addition to a coder and a technologist, or did that options trading come along the way?
Option trading came along the way. I was mostly a technologist, developing different products, cracking different algorithms, working with the companies and the industry. And option trading, when we saw this big wave during the COVID time, everybody wanted to get into algorithms, strategies, trying to understand. I was one of the novice users over there. We saw a lot of different potential, like how do we kind of like make this easier, make it simpler. And that's when I think we jumped in right into that COVID wave. And then we are pretty much first in the market to have 100 plus pre-built option strategies.
Awesome. Yeah. Okay, good. All right, let's go to the product. What do you think?
Yep.
All right, let's do it, because I think this is going to be cool. We're going to go through a little demo of this. You take us through it. Tell us how we, give us the nuts and bolts. How do we get started? And the website is sensamarket.com or io.
Sensamarket.com.
Okay, I want to make, because you techie types always throw that IO at me, and I'm like, ooh, wait a minute. That means he's really,
or maybe like a .ai, right?
Or .ai. There you go. All right, but it is .com, right?
It is .com. Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's do it. Looks good. I love the. I like the vibe, because I like some purple in there too.
All right. So yeah, I'm thrilled to showcase how Sensa Market is transforming the trading experience here, right? So it's built for both retail customers, institutional investor. We work both B2B, B2C. We also license our particular platform, algorithms, which we are really doing well with the B2B as well. Our platform is designed to simplify complex data and empowering the traders to make smarter, faster decisions with confidence.
Okay.
Yeah, today I'll walk you through the live demo here. We'll go over each of the section here and then kind of like jump into different features and then look into that.
Okay.
So firstly, starting off here, trade, pretty much jump into a trade here. Tesla is loaded. I can change to any other company. Let's see, Microsoft. So it just brings up all the stock news, which is quite common, which pretty much every other platform has. We want to make sure that our retail customers who has been using our particular platform as the latest stock market news, they can jump into the graphs, you can play around here. And then the stats, right? If somebody wants to jump in, like let me take it back to Nvidia. So I think Nvidia has been interesting this entire way, right? Looking at the Nvidia, like somebody wants to jump in, read more about profile, financial, what's been happening in the technical analysis side. And
So is this is the kind of the fundamental data on the underlying stock is what you get from this template here, right?
Correct. Yes,
okay.
That's right.
Terrific. Okay,
So
that's understood.
It's like you're in any of this particular company, and you kind of like jumping into diving deeper here to understand how each particular thing in Nvidia is. Here, if I jump into the market, kind of gives me an entire sentiment of what's happening today, right? So today it looks relatively flat. See a couple of
little heat map here, Zoheb.
Heat map, yeah.
Love it.
Right, Nvidia is like down 3%, Google is down 1.66 overall. The other small companies, Walmart, LLY, a few things in the green over there.
Let me ask you a question here. What do the size of the boxes mean anything?
It is how big of that the company is, right? Based on the market size and how big.
I didn't know if it was how big the company is or how big the move is today.
How big the company is.
How big the company is. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Good. Well, NVIDIA is a big one. Look how big that box is.
Right.
All right. Good. I like that.
You're right. So retail customers who's looking into the company here, they want to kind of jump into the news here. It's like the curated news about NVIDIA currently trading at 141.74. You see this particular thing, it's real time. The stock market is changing. We are currently, it's live. So you can read about like what's happening in the news, NVIDIA. It's like the curated news of NVIDIA happening. CEO Jensen Huang said something, opportunities over there. It came up in 10 information technology stocks, whale activity in the today's session, what's going on with the AMD stock. Pretty much the curated news kind of like gives you one consolidated way of looking at all the things based on the latest news first. You jumping into all the previous news, what's happening in the NVIDIA. So all those news updates is been shown here.
Okay, terrific. That's great.
All right, and then this is quite common, which pretty much all the platform is there. Now you might ask, what's new? What's different in Sensa Market, right? I'll jump into the next and the most important core feature, which is the option strategies, right? So let me jump here. Like if I click on the option strategies, all right, let me make this a little smaller screen so there is no issues. All right, can you see my screen still?
Yes, still good.
All right, clicking on the option strategies, like I was saying earlier, right, we are pretty much first in the market to have 100 plus pre-built option strategies. We got all the way from starters, long call, short call, long put, income strategies, covered call, secured put. We got the spreads, debit and the credit spreads, condos, straddles, strangles, name it. We pretty much have anything and everything right here.
Okay.
In this particular toolbox. It's as easy as pick any particular strategy, pick a company, and then you can kind of visualize, which I'll be jumping in.
So you can what you would do then, do you pick the company first and then the strategy, or you just pick a strategy then you
can do either way, since we were in the NVIDIA already. So by default, when I picked any particular strategy, it jumped in over there. But if I can change the company and then come into the strategy, it does both. I can come here. So this is the long call. Now, just for our simple, this can act both the ways, right? This can be a good educational information where everybody gets so complicated understanding the strategies, right? What's buy a call, what's sell a call, where do you think I can make profit, what will be my maximum loss? So that's where like the big hurdles happen, especially being a novice user or even an intermediate user, right? They're hesitant about that. They don't know where the market or where the profit lies or where the break even is. So here, let me just kind of like walk over this in a little bit in the next few minutes. So simple things, starting off with the long call, and then we'll take some complicated strategies. I'm here in the long call. This is where the expiration date is. and you'll see the real-time stock price, which is changing over there. So let me jump into December 27th expiration date. Long call, which means buying a particular call position over here.
Okay.
So the strike prices is here. By default, it loads for the particular strike price. And the small, tiny the bar graph, if you see on this particular strike, are the call volumes which is happening in the market.
Okay.
You'll see, looks like there is a lot of call volumes at 150 call positions in the buy.
Okay.
So I can.
So let me go back 1 second, Zoheb, to
Yep.
clarify.
Sure.
When you clicked long call to pull up that strategy, I didn't catch what you said about the strike it chooses by default. Which one does it choose by default?
The strike prices chooses based on this particular stock position. It chooses to the nearest value of the particular stock position.
Okay, so at the money option.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect. Got it. And then good. Sorry.
And it is not like we're recommending that particular strike position. We are loading it by default for the users, but it is up to the users to kind of like play around with this particular thing.
Got it. And then you could, as you showed us, you can click on that call and move it around on the.
You can click on this particular small box, which is the strike position, and you can easily move this.
Perfect.
If you notice here, right, as I move along this, if you notice the debit, loss, and profit here, this is a debit position. You'll see the debit value getting changed, the maximum loss getting changed, and theoretical maximum profit is infinite, and then the break-even price. So not only that, the net code, if I need to enter into this particular position, what's been the latest debit bid, mid, and ask position so far?
Got it. Okay.
And also the Greek values, right? The retail customer, institutional customers, they appreciate the Greeks. Overall, for this particular 144, how our delta is looking, theta, gamma, vega, and rho. And as I change, you'll see all the values here in this particular area. Right from the debit, net code, and the Greeks, the value is getting changed. So not only that, but here I'll adjust the range position here. It kind of shows me like what I was talking about is for 150 call, for a long call, the break even is 154. If the stock goes anywhere upward of this 154.13, the user is going to make a profit. And this green chart, the y-axis over there is the stock price. And sorry, the x-axis is the stock price, and the y-axis is the profit loss on the on over here. So
we like green, right? Green is a good color.
As the stock moves up, this is where the profit lies.
Yes.
So kind of giving a visual appearance for the users to kind of like know in this particular strategy, anything above here, if you see this profit loss on the y-axis, this is where the profit lies. Anything below, the maximum loss here is nothing but the debit which you entered, which is going to be for 150 call at the current net code price, which is happening at 4.10. So multiplied by 100, which is $410. So if it is anything lower than 140, this particular 149 position, what is that? Yeah, anything lower than this, you'll be at a loss.
Right. Okay. And this what we're viewing now, is this an expiration graph? It's not a current graph. We're seeing an expiration graph. Is that right?
It is at expiration. These are the expiration dates over there. This is, I put it for December 27, 35 days out from the current day.
Okay.
So I can change the expiration date for this particular long call position. I can even do a 0 DTE, which is what it looks, or the next expiration date, which is 7 days out for NVIDIA, November 29th. I can change the expiration date. I'm still at the 150 call, if you notice, but I can play around with different expiration dates, and then the net code, the data and the details, what is needed for this particular strategy, it's getting adjusted pretty much.
Understood. Yeah, great. Awesome.
So now you're in a long call. If I jump into the short call, which is nothing but sell a call, so you're doing exactly opposite. Long put, same thing. Buy a put, short put, same thing. As we get into a little bit deeper here, right? Let's move on to the 2-leg strategies. Bull call spread, which is buying a call and selling a call. Right now, again, by default, Jan 3rd was selected. Again, it doesn't mean that Sensa Market is recommending anything for Jan 3rd, but the user can adjust what the expiration date is.
Okay.
We will bring the visualization, how the code, net code is there. We are showing how the market players have been putting the volumes, which is nothing but the green chart over there. Looks like there's some volume happening around here, 150. There's volume happening somewhere around 159, $160, and so forth. Same thing happening around in the sell area as well. So here, if you see bull call spread, which is buying a call and selling a call. So for this particular thing, you're capping not just the profits, but you're capping the loss as well. Right. So if you notice, I can adjust this, and then buying a call has to be less than selling a call. If I change that position to higher, right? In this case, I'll make the range bigger as well, so it's easy to see this. And then if I do that, it's no longer a bull call spread, but it has changed to a bear call spread strategy.
Now it's a credit spread, right?
Now it is a credit spread. Now, if you see here, including the debit price, which was showing earlier here, net debit was 325. Once it changed to a bear call spread, the credit price is showing it's a credit spread. If you also notice on the left side, it's a credit spread. It's what is highlighted. So kind of bringing those intuitive data details for end users to come here, play around, educate themselves, and make that meaningful data out of it. And then if you're good of that user is good, you can connect this to the Tradier brokerage, which I've already connected here. And then it's as easy as click the place order button. You can see this 152 call and 146 what's selected, shows the final summary, brings up the net code, the order details, buying power, and then you submit. And just like that, the order got placed through the Tradier brokerage.
Okay, so that's how easy it is to send that order to the marketplace to get filled, or you could do it as a limit. I'm sure you could do it as a market, all that sort of thing. It's your choice as a user, your time and force. Great, that's awesome.
So let me a little bit jump into a few complicated, and then we'll jump into the other features, right? Is that good, Lex?
Yeah, that's awesome. So please.
All right. Yep. All right. Let's jump into the 4-leg strategy, right? For our users, like
my favorite. I love 4-leg strategy.
Condor, right?
Iron Condor. Look at that.
See, like everybody likes Iron Condor at the same time, right? I know most of them know this Iron Condor, like how does it look, but kind of like gives like little more easy visual appearance, right?
Yeah.
Buying a put, and then a little higher, selling a put, selling a call, and then buying a call. This is like the spread, right? The Condor spread, right? And this is how the profit loss is. The maximum profit in this case, which is December 28 days out, based on this particular 4 strikes, this is where the profit lies. Anything between 132.57 and 149 is where the profit lies. You can spread your wings to adjust that accordingly, or you can like reduce it accordingly, right? Pretty much real time shows the details, the profit loss visualization, and everything. Here, the Greeks, if you notice here, the delta, theta, gamma, vega, rho, it's a consolidated or the summary of all the 4 different strike. Few of the expert user would like to see an individual Greek. So if we tap on each of the strike, we will be able to see, again, all this data is coming from Tradier brokerage. Yeah, so this is amazing. It's real time. The delta for this 132 put, we can see here, the delta, gamma, rho, the volume, implied volatility, the open interest rate, and everything.
Oh, perfect.
So if somebody wants to get into like fine grain control, they can adjust the quantity here, right here. Again, so I adjusted this as a 2 quantity or 2 contracts, and the remaining I just kept it at 1. Right?
Yes,
it's no longer an Iron Condor. It just became like a default or a custom, whatever we can call it, right? Like it's outside that box of those 100. It's like the custom strategy.
Sure.
I can change it back and then bring back the Iron Condor and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah. So same
super
thing.
Easy.
Super easy, super intuitive. Yep.
That's great. Now let me ask you, I know you might get this. I might be jumping ahead of it, but once you analyze this and you come up with your strategy, whatever it is, and you're happy with it, you can send it from here. I think you showed it like a ticket accordions out, right? So let's say I want to trade this. Do it again. So how do I trade this?
So, all right. So currently I jumped to Iron Butterfly, 4-leg strategy. I'm good with this particular thing. Click on place order.
I got it. Okay.
Summary. brings me a summary. Okay, in this case, based on my current thing, it's telling me buy order cannot be placed. So let's jump back into our favorite iron condenser, or let's do a reverse iron condor just for that sake,
Okay.
right? Reverse iron condor, it's like exactly opposite of iron condor. Let's take an example and try to place this one. So let's do the same thing. December 20th. We'll keep the same strike price. Click on the place order. All right, buy order cannot be placed. Let me jump, because this NVIDIA, I think that's holding me up. Let me jump to a different stop. Reverse iron condor for Tesla. Place an order. All right, here it is. Okay, let's go with this. And then it's as easy as submit. The order successfully placed.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah. The previously NVIDIA was not letting me, because few of the strike prices could have been like I already hold that position, so it was conflicting with few of the strikes again which I was trying to place. So the back Tradier brokerage was like, okay, this is throwing in like, okay, the order cannot be placed. Once I change the company again, all this data details, we make sure that the customers knows it and shows up right there and the summary.
Yes. Now let me ask you another question. Let's pretend you have an advanced user, okay, and the advanced user doesn't want to see this graph. Can he build his strategy himself or herself from an option chain and put it in a ticket and not even look at this if he or she doesn't want to look at it? Is that possible as well?
Yes, let's do it. Let's jump in there.
Okay.
Let's jump into the chains module. All right. We
there
are
you
here
go.
in this particular Tesla again. Right. I can see all the strike count and everything, or like adjust the strike count. I can change the expiration dates right over here. I can do buy to open. I can do sell to close, in the money, out of the money, in the calls position. Two things added. I can hit the place order. I can see the summary. This is a debit spread 9,966. Hit the submit button. Order successfully placed.
Got it.
Takes me back to the dashboard where I can see the order which is being placed here. Let me refresh this again.
Yep.
Right. All right. So Tesla, the order which was placed, which is the 2-leg, which has got filled right here.
Okay.
Yep.
Now what are you going to do with it?
As if like somebody wants to do it, and then easily you can trade. One interesting thing here, Lex, is also right. Let me build that back again, right? I'm going to pick like different strike prices here, but still keep that into bull call spread. I selected this. Now the user has done this. He's able to see the same kind of a summary: debit loss, net code, Greeks, and everything. I just did a place order, right? What I can also do, and the user could do here, is like analyze with graph, right? He's good with this, but he wants to spend a little more time to make sure that, all right, is this the right strategy? Is this what? I clicked on Analyze with Graph, which brings me back to this option strategy screen. The same, it's loaded up bull call spread based on what I selected in the previous chains. It's loaded me this, and if the user wants to kind of visualize this better, it's like he can change this here. And same thing, right? All the net code, everything is changing. And then you can adjust those parameters right from here as well. Nice. So you're bringing back into this visualization for somebody who still wants to are used to this particular thing to kind of visualize and then place an order. So you could do both the ways.
Excellent. Yeah, this is super easy to use. I love it. Thanks.
You know how the financial world goes. Here comes the buzzkill. Please make sure to take some time to read this boring disclaimer. We will owe you one.